How are we doing, guys? Welcome to the USA for the race. So, if you watched the qualifying video, you'll remember I did an insane performance. We came 4th on the grid, which is a little bit high. I have upped the difficulty by 5, so difficulty's now on 70. It was only on 65, actually, so we are improving with the wheel. That goes to show. Like I said, I put in so much time in P1, P2, and a little bit of time in P3 because it was raining. So I put such a huge effort into practice that I feel like we're kind of been rewarded with a fantastic position on the grid. We're going to jump straight in. Now, the difficulty with this race is I could go soft. I might go soft, medium, purely because rain is expected towards the end of the race. So I don't want to go soft hard in a way. So if I go soft hard, I don't know, it's tough. If I go soft into hard, it means I've got to stay out for a long time on the hard. Potentially, mind you, I don't want to make 3 stops. Mind you, I'm going to have to make 3 stops anyway if it starts raining. I think we're going to go soft, medium, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens, really. The only issue is you do lose a lot of time in the pits here because it's quite a long pit stop. But I just think with the rain coming in, no, I'm going to go soft hards, just because then I might only have to make 1 stop if I'm very lucky. I don't want to have to make like a potential extra like 4th stop maybe if I get like 1 or 2 laps out of the mediums. I'm going to go for soft hard because I can go soft and I can just go hard until the rain is too much. So I'm actually going to change my mind. I am going to put a little bit more fuel on board because it is kind of quite a fast track, and I feel like it's going to use quite a lot of fuel here. Let's see how we get on though. Lights out and away we go. It's a very good start. I've gone into overtake mode as well to see if I can push a little bit up on the outside here. I don't think it's going to happen very much though. We've got to be very careful here not to take some early damage. That's always been our downfall. I don't mind giving up any positions if we have to. We'll let Leclerc slightly through on us. We do hold P4, which is a great start though. No, I just really have to focus up and do well. No, I've been doing so well in practice. I want to keep that. Qualifying, we did so well. I just feel like in the race, maybe it's just myself, I just kind of get a little bit worried about damage because obviously damage has been a downfall for us massively. And also obviously the engine trouble we've got isn't fantastic. That's going to kind of bite us in the backside a few times I think, but we'll see what we can do because we have a bit of a chance to do something. I'm going to go in rich fuel actually as well. I'm going to burn some of this fuel. I think we've gone a little bit too much actually on the fuel side of things. That might be another thing that kind of causes us a bit of a problem. We'll try and flick through between on the straights. We'll try and accelerate as much as we can. A little bit of spin there from Verstappen. Not the cleanest exit for him there. We're looking fairly strong so far though. We're in a fairly good position. Let's switch to that rich fuel again, see if we can try and push it around this corner. I feel like this corner is good for us because I seem to have the perfect lock on the wheel right now. I'm going to actually run rich fuel through the last kind of sector here, and then we'll try and run some ERS down the home straight. I don't think we're going to catch Verstappen, but it's definitely worth giving it a little push, isn't it? I think we've got too much fuel on board now actually. We are actually kind of closing the gap on Verstappen, but again, don't know it's a good idea to try and dive bomb a car that's probably going to be quicker than us. I think it's one of those where we just kind of sit here and see what happens really. 5th place is a fantastic start. Yeah, we dropped a place on the grid, but like I always say, the race pace of the AI always seems to get quite good compared to their qualifying speed. I always find qualifying to be easier than a race, but I don't know if that's just me being slightly tentative and a little bit cautious because how many races have we damaged our front wing in, guys? That we've damaged our front wing in so many different occasions, so many different races, and I just think we need to be very careful to not have damage because it's ruined so many races. And where we've had a good start, I'm happy to concede. If we can get points in America, I'll be very happy indeed. We seem to have okay power because we are closing in, but that's only when we've got DRS. So that's only when we've got ERS and rich fuel mode enabled, and a bit of a late break there. But I think if I keep the car in a straight line and don't use the ABS, I think we're okay. It's just all about slamming those brakes in a straight line for the best stopping power possible. If we can kind of hover here, Carlos Sainz is over a second behind, but I don't know if we can keep that going because obviously DRS will be enabled in the next lap, so we'll just have to wait and see. A little bit wide there, but just a little delicate let go of the release of the accelerator there allows us to stay in touching distance. Here we go. Let's see if we can switch up to Rich and get the ERS going again. DRS is enabled. I just don't see the point in me trying to challenge Verstappen because he's just going to roar past me at some point again. I feel like I may as well just play it safe until there's a really clean overtaking opportunity. There's no point me dive bombing him because it will just put me under more pressure. See there, I lost it again through there. Lost it through there, that's not good. If I can get those like I was getting them in practice and in qualifying, I think it'll be great because through qualifying, especially practice, we were actually racing really, really well in practice. I was doing some really good laps in practice. Not doing too well here though, in the race. We do have a little bit of minor wear. I don't know if we've lost loads of time there. And I think Carlos Sainz is going to take us here as well because he should have DRS, I would guess, behind me. I've got ERS and rich fuel enabled. We are slowly pulling away. I think he's actually now, we're kind of holding position against him there, so that was kind of good. I feel like I might as well burn my fuel because if it starts raining as well at the end of the race, there's not much point putting it in rich fuel mode when it's raining because I find that would probably make the handling even more awkward because we'll be trying to go too fast and we don't need to necessarily. But we are putting in some fairly good times right now. I know, Jeff, I know. The ICE is in trouble. ICE is in trouble. A bit of a loss of power. I just need to be careful with it and try to see. Like I said, that sector 1, I think, on the last lap really messed us up. We dropped way back from Verstappen now. Also, I think Carlos Sainz is going to have DRS again, so I've got to go ERS full blast to try and push my way through here. I need to burn this fuel off soon, I think, because I do believe that is the problem right now. Is our car's a little bit heavier than some. I only did that because of Monza. Monza sticks in my mind for fuel because we messed up. Rain in 10 to 15 minutes, so I think we'll probably get like a good few laps on the hard tyres. I'm surprised I didn't get any like track limit warning or anything there. So one thing with this race actually, the track limits seem to be very wide. You seem to have a lot of room for like error, and I don't know why that is. Let's burn some. I need to probably burn half a lap of fuel here. Go down to maybe like 0.4 of fuel left, but I've got Carlos Sainz right behind me. Danny Ricciardo's luckily quite far back from Sainz, so we've got a little gap here between us and them. I'm just going to have to keep burning ERS when I can. We're already coming round to sort of the halfway stage through lap 2. We're looking kind of decent so far though. Looking kind of good so far. 10 to 15 minutes for rain, so I'm assuming we'll get a pit stop in. Like I said, I could have gone on the softs, but then if the second set of softs kind of lost grip before the rain came, that would mean a slight stop for like 2 or 3 laps to the mediums, which I don't think is a good strategy, to be honest, to make, like, it would have potentially been 3 stops instead of 2. So I think if we just go for like a 1-stop strategy, and then when the rain comes, we just switch to inters when we need to, depending on how heavy the rain is. I don't know if it'll be heavy rain or just light rain. I really have no idea what to expect with the rain in this track, to be honest. We're looking quite strong here though. We'll go ERS again. We're getting a bit of a gap to Carlos Sainz now, which is good. We are slowly burning on fuel. I'm getting quite good now with the wheel. I am starting to manage the fuel and stuff from the wheel, which is good. Flicking away, quite confident at just changing the fuel load, smacking the ERS button as well when we need to. This is the section I need to be a bit better at though. Definitely to get slightly better here. I mean, that wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad of a section. I think there's a potential 5th place here. Depends on the rain though. Depends when the rain hits, how hard the rain hits, and how well I can adapt to the rain when it comes. I'm not the greatest driver in the rain, but we'll have to wait and see what happens, won't we? Obviously, if you remember Singapore, I kind of gave up in the rain with that, but again, that was quite early on in my wheel racing career, shall we say. Right, let's have a go. Come on. We're looking quite strong though. We are looking quite strong. We're not really going to catch Verstappen or anything. We just kind of need to keep on pushing. I think we need to let our ERS kind of save up a little bit though for a lap or so. Haven't got too much going on there, have we, with the ERS system? So we do need to get that charge up. Obviously, I think we'll try and upgrade our durability as well. And I think the powertrain as well helps, because if you upgrade the powertrain more, I think you can get better ERS like return. So when you brake more, and it kind of replenishes faster. I'm sure there was one thing like that we did. It was a minor upgrade. If we can get like a major part that gives us more ERS, that would be incredible, because the power you get from the ERS is unbelievable, isn't it? I think we'll leave ERS this lap. We're over a second ahead of Carlos Sainz, so he won't get DRS. This is a good opportunity for us just to burn some more fuel, keep that running. We're down to 0.57 laps of fuel extra, so we're slowly burning it off. We started with way too much fuel though. I think that was my problem. However, we're doing quite well. We've managed it well. We've burnt it off nice and quickly, so we should be feeling a little bit more competitive now. I don't want to be too competitive with the cars in front. Look at that for a section there though. Look at that. See, that was way better. That should be on for a PB. No! I thought I'd be on for a PB there. I thought that was a really good first section. Obviously not. Obviously not as good as my best PB sort of section. Let's burn a little bit more fuel down this straight. Carlos Sainz has caught us up through there actually. So, although I thought that was quite a good section. Obviously, the time and the delta kind of telling me otherwise, saying, no, actually, Matt, no, that wasn't a great time, because Carlos has caught you up a little bit. So, we'll run it in rich fuel. It'll probably get DRS and it will close the gap. You can see that delta slightly decreasing. He is gaining, but I don't think it's going to be enough for him to make an attempt on us. He's still 0.4 down, so I feel like we're doing very well in Sector 3 at the moment. That seems to be a good sector for us with the, I think with the sheer pace that we have through these faster corners. I'm definitely enjoying the wheel way more. I think we'll have to try eventually get down to medium traction. That'll be a big telling sign as to whether we're doing well or not. The clouds are doing. There's a lot of movement in the sky here with the clouds. A lot of movement with the clouds. I shot that a little bit, but we're okay. We're okay. We did well there. We're looking quite strong through this sector. I think we gained a lot of time through Sector 3, which is great to see. I don't think we're kind of hovering around 2 seconds adrift from Max Verstappen. But I think we'll burn the fuel down here, and then we'll probably leave the fuel now at like 0.4. I feel like that will probably be enough fuel now to see us through. We can burn some late on if we need to. We'll see if we can push hard here though, because the pit window is opening soon. We'll go onto the hard tyres. Just depends on when that rain comes. Just depends on when that rain comes. And see there, I don't know, if I was on medium traction, would I have absolutely binned myself there? I don't know. I wasn't really accelerating, but the fact of the matter is, would I lose a lot of grip through there? That's the thing. So we are staying. Cheers, Jeff. We are kind of hovering around that 1 second mark from Carlos Sainz. He had a good exit there though. It was closing us down quite a bit. Might go rich down this straight actually, because it's not as draining on the fuel as I thought it was going to be, the whole track. Thought we were going to burn through the fuel a lot more. You can see the clouds, look above. Look how dark it's got all of a sudden above. You can see that rain must be coming in soon. The other option I guess was to start on the mediums and maybe see if we could have pushed the mediums up until the rain came and do a one stop with the rain, but again you're relying on the weather coming in, and if those of you remember back to France, we had an absolute nightmare with the strategy there when that rain came and then it dried up and it rained. And, it was a horrible race, the France one, which obviously ended in a DNF courtesy of George Russell smacking me into a wall from miles away. Bumped me and I couldn't stop because the rain had made the ground so slippery we flew. Okay, ran a little bit wide there, but again I think we're okay at the moment. We're not using up too much fuel, so I think we're going to stick there. Look how dark it's gotten overhead, guys. I don't know when the rain comes in. Like, I'm a bit sceptical here as to whether I should just stick it out on the softs for another lap or two. Because if I stick it out for another lap or two, I might be able to get intermediates on when the rain comes in. I'm a little bit wary that once the soft tyres start to wear, you will lose a lot of grip. We'll lose a lot of grip when these tyres start to wear. Still 0.4 down on our best time there actually, so we're not really putting in that good of Sector 1, are we, at all? And Sainz is going to eat us alive here, I think. Might have to go ERS down the back straight, I think. Yeah, he's absolutely caught us. Here we go. He's making a dive at the inside, maybe. No, we're going to shut the door on him here, and I'm going to go full send down the back straight here, because we're going to need this ERS to try and get away from him. He's going to have DRS himself, so he'll open that rear wing, and he might not catch us too much though, because I go absolutely full send down the back straight. You can see he's only just starting to gain on us, which is great, and that's the reason why we save up ERS sometimes when you need it. If you pull it over a second ahead, you don't need it too much, especially as I'm not really challenging the cars in front. I'm just managing my ERS to stay ahead of Carlos Sainz. We're coming around, nearly 8 laps completed already on this track. Time flies when you're having fun on the tracks, right? We're 0.9 ahead, so we're okay at the moment. I don't want to burn any more fuel. We should be looking at a pit window pretty soon. I'm thinking I might stay out though, I don't know. The issue is I don't want to make sort of two pit stops within like 2 or 3 laps, because once the rain comes in, it's going to be an interesting one. But I don't want to pit too early. That's the other thing. So Bottas is pitted. Ricciardo's pitted. I'm not quite sure if we're going to see Bottas's tyre change. I don't think we will. We might do in the top left, but I'm not going to be able to keep my eye on that because of the amount of time I'm going to have to keep on focusing on the track. He may have put another set of softs on, actually. Could have been it. Bottas has the fastest lap of the race so far as well, so he's obviously putting in some good times.
Gap to car in front is 1.8 seconds.
So we're kind of, like I said, we're kind of hovering around the same time as Verstappen. We're not really gaining on him, we're not really losing any ground. I might go for an ERS push here because we're kind of ahead of Verstappen. Bottas has pitted and he's actually only come out in 6th. I thought you lost a lot more time in the pits than this, but maybe they were so far ahead that they were okay. We are going to go ERS mode here and just burn down the back straight. I think we're already putting in more laps than the game suggested. I'm sure we were supposed to pit on like lap 8. Maybe it was. Oh, that might have been the 2-stop strategy actually. So these we might push. We're obviously going to push another lap as well. I'm very wary though that the rain is coming in. I feel like I should maybe go on to a set of softs. I feel like I should maybe change to a set of softs. Just tell Jeff, hey, you know, we're going to have a few more laps until the rain comes in. Maybe we try and put in another 8-9 laps on the softs, depending on when the rain comes in. I'm starting to lose a little bit of grip, but not too much. Maybe I should. I think I'm going to change my strategy and go for a set of softs, because I think that's what everyone else is going to do. If I go hards, I'm only going to get maybe 5 to 6 laps out of the hards, and I think there's a chance that we could actually do more. I'm going to change that to softs. So when we come in, we'll put on a set of softs. Jeff still hasn't called me in yet though for the pit stop, so we actually have P1 now, guys. We do have P1. Bottas is 6 seconds behind us. Hamilton's gone onto the hards, so is Charles Leclerc. I think we'll be okay because we'll probably end up running intermediates. I think we go out for a set of softs. The only issue with that though is we're going to have to use that set of soft tyres to do some very good laps. Ah, is that some rain I just saw in the air just there? I don't know if I saw a speck or two of rain. I think we have. I think we stay out now until it gets wet enough. I think the rain is coming, guys. The rain is coming. There's a few specks in the air there. I can't. Oh, I've had ERS on the whole time. Unbelievable. Jeff, you should have warned me. Right, we do have a lead over Bottas. It's only 4.8, but Bottas has the power to get up to us easily. I think everyone else is pitted, but everyone else is going to have to make another stop. I think we stay out for another lap. And I think we just hope the track gets wet enough, because if we pit for a set of softs,
tyres are in much better condition than yours.
Oh,
Keep an eye on the times.
I think if I push these tyres a little bit, I don't need to go crazy hard. I think my tyre saving. I think I've been keeping the tyre wear down quite a lot. I know we're not as fast as maybe Bottas behind us. I'm sure Norris will have to pit. We don't have a warning yet on the dashboard below us there saying that our tyres are getting warm. So I think we stay out for another lap. Oh no, he does want us in this lap actually. Okay, ignoring the pit stop time there, ignoring the call out for the pit stop. So we're okay.
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
See, I think if we go round another lap or two, tyre wear, it is getting there. To be fair, isn't it? It is getting there to the stage where we need to start worrying. But we know that Bottas is faster than us. I think we might be able to get away with a one-stop strategy though. If I can do this lap, maybe even push for one more. Okay, the warning lights just come on the tyres, which is fine. I'm not too worried. If we go slightly slower through some of these sections and let Bottas overtake us, that's not a big issue for me. This could be the strategy of dreams though, because if we time this right to the intermediates, then we're in a very good position.
This rain is going to keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes at least.
Okay, so the rain's getting heavier for the next 15 minutes. Do we do one? I think we do one more lap, and then we come into inters. I think that's the strategy. Unless, will Jeff tell me, do you think, at some point, come in for inters, because it's time? Like Hamilton and Leclerc on hards, I should in theory be going slightly quicker than them. It's just going to be an awkward timing for us, isn't it? Our tyres are starting to get warm, but if we can kind of keep them going nicely, we'll be okay. Bottas will pass us very soon. Obviously, he's got superior power, and he's got a strategy where he's gone soft. So I think maybe do I let Bottas undercut me for inters? I mean, we're starting to lose grip for sure. This could affect us.
The situation is an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got right now.
I agree, Jeff. I do agree. Jeff's definitely getting ready to start calling for intermediates, though. I can feel it. Bottas is going around me. I think I just let him pass here because there's really no point trying to challenge him. He isn't the guy that I'm fighting with for anything here. I can get some slipstream from him as well down the home straight. We'll use ERS to try and boost ourselves along. I'm not going to need too much ERS when the rain has come and it's too wet. So I think we just focus on pushing. We pushed these soft tyres quite a long way actually so far. Bottas has made a stop already for a set of soft. I think we can be okay here though. You can see I'm losing grip though. I'm definitely not getting the responsiveness that I'm after. So I think we're going to have to slightly drop our lap times maybe by a second or so. However, if I can keep them going until it's wet enough, I've only got to make a 1 stop instead of a 2 stop, and that means we might be able to have a real chance at a podium here. Very unlikely, but we are sticking away from Norris, who is probably holding up Hamilton. Norris has faster tyres. I'm thinking Norris is doing the same as I am, you know, waiting. I think we react. Potentially, we react to what Bottas does. I know it's a strange strategy. I think we need to push. Ah, Jeff, what are you telling me, Jeff? See, I don't really want to stop whilst the track is still dry. I don't want to stop for hards because this is that's pointless. That's a pointless strategy, Jeff. I'm going to get intermediates on the strategy board there, and I think I just have to react to Bottas. I know he's flying away from me, which is absolutely fine. Oh no! There it is. The race is over. Oh, I've absolutely messed it up. Oh, I've absolutely messed it up. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. We've spun out. And we've knocked ourselves out of the race. Ah, that's gutting. Just tried to put a little bit too much power in out the turn, and we just lost it. It slipped out. Oh, it's another DNF. I can't believe it. We're having a shocker. We should have probably... Oh, I just think we had too much wear on the tyres. Maybe I should have gone in. I tried to push it too hard. We need to learn. This is a harsh lesson to learn once again. It means we don't get all the money as well, I don't think, from the sponsors. Oh, I'm having a nightmare lately, guys. I'm having an absolute nightmare. Having a nightmare. Nick finishes 15th. Could have beaten Albon as well in the rivalry. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it, guys. Absolute shocker. Absolute shocker in America. After such a great performance in qualifying and a fantastic first sort of 12 laps, we've then lost it. We've then lost it. I can't believe it. Good day today. No, it wasn't because I got retirement. I can't believe we've messed up, guys. Oh. I can't believe it. I'm actually gutted. I was doing so well. I feel like the questions they ask on this, though, they do get very repetitive. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'm really, really gutted that we spun out there. That's so bad from me. Oh, another driver error, to be honest. Another driver error. Maybe I should have just pitted for another set of softs for a couple of laps. But, yeah, not great. Not ideal. We're going to lose our rivalry soon as well to Alex Albon. We do get 600k though. Oh, we did complete 100 laps as a team. That's pretty good. Obviously, I put in so much time in practice. We actually did quite well. We did make quite a bit of money. We'll have to try and invest that wisely. Maybe we're saving up, I think, for the new engine for the next season. Do leave a thumbs up, guys. We'll see you in Mexico. Have a great time. And, yeah, we'll see you in Mexico for the race and the qualifying.